to continue playing Star Ocean 2. When we last left off, the Cross Cave. And we gotta do some more grinding.
There's no way around it, I guess.
We better be
Battle!
careful.
I haven't quite got the skill I normally use to start battles off. Once I get that skill, I use virtually no other. It's ridiculously useful. But for now, we're good enough to just slice things with swords. Don't have to worry about that. One thing I'm going to be slightly concerned about is that our mana reserves are getting a bit low. Because Raina keeps using the Crush skill, which isn't always that effective. So there's plenty of things we can loot here, and we do need the money.
I hope.
Well, we need the SP actually rather than the money, but you know. There are skills we can learn which basically improve the amount of mana we recover at the end of each battle. And yay, good shot.
That was easier than I thought.
Yeah, so she gained 1 mana point from that battle, and 4 hit points. Which is useful, but not quite useful enough. Alright, blueberries acquired, so that's some poison, healing, and another battle. Thankfully, they're over quite quickly, so...
Be careful!
Yeah, we're going to have to prevent her from doing that. I can turn certain skills and spells off, so I will be turning that one off now.
That was
one for us. Whoa!
So I'd almost prefer it to be sort of support attack rather than anything else. Anyway, let's go and take determination up to level 5. You know, most things are up to 0s here, so you can get away with that. The only thing we now need... I think for one reason that's not it. We did take sense, but... I have to try and remember that, but I think Purity is the one that gives you money for levels in it. That's basically how you get the 40,000 money you need to purchase the final item in this long chain of events required to cheat the game.
You ready for this?
There's no way around it, I guess.
But we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I'm definitely... that's what I meant to do. Turn things off. Because while I'm slashing things with swords, you're wasting mana points.
Excellent.
And Raina learns Deep Mist, which is a healing ability, I think, offhand. Might be wrong. Spell usage. So Deep Mist is an attack one. Lowering hit rate of all enemies on screen. We don't want that. And we'll turn Crush off. So basically, she's down to healing and antidotes. You can do the same thing with Celine as well, although in her case, she is actually an attacking mage, so we might as well keep things going as she is for the moment. Right, around the corner. Add some stuff and things.
The enemy, is it?
We can win this. I hope.
Yeah, we can win this. This isn't the problem. Silly little mandrake things. Nothing to worry about is that one. Nope. Wrong button. Yeah, I do have other abilities, but they're just not at all worth it.
Nice.
And she's learned the laser beams. Laser beams is the first of her ridiculous spells, I think. She'll cast it often enough, so we'll show that off in a moment. Or she will show it off in a moment, actually.
We got enemies.
Seems
Just
like
the
a
two,
fight is
though.
in order.
Yep, laser beams, aka explosions that go everywhere. And sooner or later we're going to have to worry about her mana reserve, actually. No item there. Antidote acquired. Because I could have cleared this cave out actually when I went and grinded it, but I figured I'd leave that until I was on screen to pick up things. Because this is where I went and grinded a couple of levels not so long ago. It just saves time. Oh, darn you. There's one enemy left, you do not need to use that.
I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
You don't need to use that at all, but... we'll be fine. We'll just save our healing for a bit later. Iron acquired. And blackberries. So, iron we basically use to make into various various other items. It's Mithril, that's the big one.
No!
Oh, we've been
Oh,
ambushed. The range is actually not too bad at melee combat if we were to use her in that way, but... Oh. That's the problem with mages at the back. If they do get ambushed,
That was one for us.
it's really difficult for them to cast spells, especially the healing spells as well, if that ends up getting locked out like that. Now we've got those. I think we've got everything up to here thus far. Moving on.
Here they come.
Seems like a fight is in order.
Yeah, that's the one thing about random encounters in this game. There are loads of them. But they rarely take up more than a few seconds. At least until we get to the really difficult battles anyway. Alright, we've got some lavender. And we've got a mysterious unknown mineral. Now, I think it's technically under item creation. No, it isn't. Does she even have it at this point? No, she doesn't have appraising. She has one of the things for appraising, but she doesn't actually have appraising just yet. Alright, take your determination to level 8. Moving on.
Here they come.
We better be careful.
Air slash.
And it's dodged. To be honest, I was mostly just delaying so that she could do that, because this is actually one of those sort of battles where it's actually useful for her to cast down laser beams that explode. That's certainly Alpha Complexian design there. Laser beams that explode!
Too
It's
bad
all
for
over.
you.
She is, though, running really low on mana, so I'm going to go and shut off her spells again. I just have to really remember when it gets to the time to turn them back on. Okay, one giant skeleton of a possible man. Or a giant, certainly.
We got enemies.
There's no way around it, I guess.
Nope, and you can do nothing. And just attack you before you go and... Yeah, they will dart out of the way, which I quite like. They won't just sit there and let things happen to them if they can run away. And once I get certain abilities to move around the battle area quite rapidly, that will be more useful. Darn it.
Here they come.
We better be careful.
And slash, slash, slash. She's a bit late in moving out of the way there, to be honest.
Well, I'd
But
say that's right.
Ooh,
well.
great.
level gain for Reyna. And learn more determination. Okay, so 5 levels off. I mean, normally what I do with this is if the ability goes down to a 1, I will actually leave it and leave determination if I'm only trying to train one particular skill. So in a moment, I might actually go off and test some things, I think. At least test whether purity is the one I think it is, because there's 3 abilities. One that raises your experience rate, one that gives you money, and one
The
which...
enemy, is it?
We can win this.
I think it
I
might be
hope.
Oracle, which gives you... which grants random knowledge, I think. I can't remember what the Oracle does. I don't use it, so...
That was easier than I
pretty weak.
thought.
Oh, and next level we'll have a look at things and see if I can resolve anything. By the way, hidden area. Always seem to miss that on the PS2 version. I
We
don't know
got
why.
enemies.
We can win this. I hope.
There we go. The good thing is, while this is going on, each battle basically gives Celine another mana point, so she will slowly have less need of the blackberries. Yeah, skills, learn skills. So we go 1 more point of determination, but let's go and take courage and poker face. We've now learned the pickpocketing ability, which we have at level 1. However, we need to wear a special glove in order to do it. And yes, we can very much be tempted in crime. Train is an interesting one. lowers the attributes, more experience points. That's the other thing we're working towards by getting determination up first. Other thing. So our current fall count is 1991. Let's go and put 1 point into purity. Yeah, that is the one that gives us money. We need a high level version of that though, because you get gradually scaling more. Yeah, it basically scales. You get more as you go on. 600 vol and the feather pen. Believe me, that little area of chest tormented me when I was first playing this game.
Here they come.
We better be careful.
Ow, thank you.
That's one for us.
And we move on. So heading back this way, gonna go and pick up this chest. Mysterious item. Well, we will set Celine up to be an appraiser in a
Here
bit.
they come.
There's
Well,
no way around
once
it, I
we
guess.
got enough money for it, I suppose. As I say, we need 40,000 and we're at 2. And gods.
That was
There are ways of
easier
improving
than
the
I
combat
Very
abilities as
nice.
well when we get that far. What do we get there? Level 10. So you go skill. Second level of determination. This is the thing. Purity then is still at 8 if we use it on Celine, and that's the person I would normally bother with this. Yeah, Oracle. Which requires ESP and Piety. I think what ESP does. Oh well. It's not too important. Down here we go, and some more chesty things when we get there.
There's no way around it, I guess.
We better be careful.
Take this.
And over here as well.
That's one for us.
44 mana required. Oop. And we want this thing, which is a antidote, and down there is something else as well, which will probably be actually
come.
not all that worth it. But still, we've gained a few extra levels out of this, so we can't complain too much. Then the last thing I'll do before we get into the boss area is undo all of Celine's and Rena's spells, because we want them casting. Blackberries. And then using whatever blackberries you've got left.
We got enemies.
Seems like a fight is in order.
And then once we've done this, we might actually try and go into the ridiculously tough dungeon we failed at when we were level 4. It was a bit insane, really, to try that, but I did want to at least show off that that's what the game basically allows you to do by showing you where everything is. No, nothing down there. An enemy over here.
There's no way around it, I guess.
We can win this. I hope.
Yeah, those are going to get annoying, I think. I don't know, they didn't seem to bother me as much on PS2 again, but I prefer the voices in PS2 version for some bizarre reason. Anyway. Moving swiftly on. You go this way.
The enemy, is it?
We
Yes, it
better
is.
Be careful.
Slice, slice, slice. And we'll go there as well.
Well, I'd say that's
way too
worth
weak.
10 out of 10.
The other good thing about doing purity is because I will almost... Oh no, we have got the list. Ah! There we go. Knew I hadn't missed everything. Magic Canvas is for... Magic Canvas and the Scream is two items, are two items, which have interesting effects. The Magic Canvas we can paint things on, and this is one of the things you could, in theory, paint. It summons terror, which decimates enemies. It's basically a one-use sort of item which does damage, and is reasonably good at doing damage.
Oh no!
Alan, we've been ambushed
Oh, no!
again. At least we weren't ambushed by jumping bunnies. Those can be annoying when they do that. As I'm sure will be shown off at some point.
I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Be free is the mandatory thing. Yep, up there.
The enemy, is it?
Be careful.
I think Celine actually got enough mana that we could probably do the boss battle, but I'm still gonna... We're still going to, of course,
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out
give her
of
the
10.
extra mana just in the off chance, because it's actually, from memory, a tricky enough boss battle. There we go. So here we are at the save point.
We got enemies.
Seems like a fight is in order.
And boom.
That was
an
easier than I
easy
thought.
win.
And here we are. And for some reason, there's no talking going on during this one. Well, I suppose there was a limit to how much they could fit on one of the discs, but it seems odd that they didn't voice everything, or because they voice an awful lot of stuff in this. Doesn't seem like much of a stretch that they could have voiced most of the side questy bits as well. Ah well, that's the buzz through. You didn't check the map that closely? And it's an earthquake. And the section of the cave just disappears. And save data here, because it is incredibly important to do that. So you've now gained 2 levels. Let's go and set up. I haven't got any new ones, have I? No. Right, spell usage. We're not going to put Deep Mist on, although we should. I don't think she'll use it, though. That's the thing. In the meantime, though, you definitely need that. And I think Windblade is the most useful one, though I'll leave that up to you as to what you do. Right, next up then, items. Foodie items. Nope, wait. Single use items. 1 blackberry each. Yeah, we're gonna spend a fortune in blackberries by the time we're done with this game. Anyway. Through here. Oh god. Alright, fine.
We got enemies.
Seems
One
like
of
a
these
fight
chests
is in
triggers
order.
the boss battle.
Laser!
Crush.
And bye-bye all that hard-earned mana. Ow, thank you for spinning sword technique.
That was
one for
pretty
us.
weak.
Battle 1, blueberries gained rather than anything useful. Let's go and open some chests. Green beryl, which is a mineral of some kind, I believe. Or a gemstone. Ancient text, there we go.
Bingo. Here it is.
And this bit is voiced. You see, it's just sometimes bizarre what they decided not to.
This is it?
What is that thing?
Some kind of ancient text. Not that I can read it or anything, though.
Actually, comes to fair point. Can you read any of the language? Because while your translator device probably translates voice, written language might be a bit more tricky for you.
How sad. This is beyond my deciphering ability. I guess we have no choice but to take this back to my home and consult with the Elder.
That or find a linguist. Otherwise, we've hit a dead end.
Very true.
Okay, so we can
The enemy,
actually
is it?
avoid this
Be
boss battle if you
careful.
know what you're looking for, but we're still not going to. Because you're gone and spending too much mana on this battle already. 10 ton weight. That ability gets slightly better, I suppose, when she... Because in fact, the abilities do sort of train in an odd way. The more they use them, the more powerful they will get.
Well, I'd say that's worth...
Ooh,
I don't know whether there's an
great.
overall limit on it. Cure Light, that's useful. As any healing ability actually is. You are really down on... You are really down on things here, aren't you? Yeah. Right, so we do have you open for purity if we wanted to go that way. And I think that's probably the way to do this. Alright, one level of purity. We can't have any more, but we'll start working you on towards those. Walls of the Soul, and here... The treasure chest is empty. But gargoyles! Alright, battle time then.
This looks difficult.
I'm not gonna lose.
Laser beams, please.
Crush!
Reasonably effective ones at the very least. Ah, done it, done it, done it, done it, done it.
Heal!
Thank you. Okay. I'm doing okay. Just about. This is why we needed the mana. Alright, one down. Thank God Raina had some healing left.
Crush!
So you think you're wasting that on you're wasting the crush spell.
Meteor! Bomb! Meteor! Bomb!
Keep it back. Gotcha. Oh, that was tricky for a few moments.
Whoa!
This isn't unexpected.
And some levels. As I say though, that was a quick battle. It was rather tricky, but that's the sort of way this game works. It's quick, sort of small battles, but lots of them. Anyway, skills. So determination goes up there, and we're going to go poker face and level 3 of poker face. So we now have level 2 pickpocketing. We need at least 5 of those to be on the safe side. And the higher level pickpocket we get, the more people we can, obviously. Because certain people have a limit. And certain people get pissed off when you try and pickpocket them for some bizarre reason. If you fail. So, next time then, we're going to leave Cross Cave and we are going to... We're going to work our way down to the next town, I think. Though I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of grinding for reasons of getting this trick set up. So next time we'll set up a trick and head off to the next town. So, until then.